Hello everybody! Welcome to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels. And look at that, I'm actually starting at 11 o'clock when I should be. Holy shit, it's amazing. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday and are ready to have a fun coffee stream with me. I'm feeling pretty good today, well, except for the bad hip pain, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty awesome. I've fixed my freaking hair. It's no longer multicolored and calico. Oh, I'm so happy. And it even feels better, like it doesn't feel all straw-like. So, that makes me super happy. Super happy. So I hope I'm trying to get the full video of it uploaded, of the hair dyeing uploaded to the paid page, but it's being annoying. It won't export out of iMovie because apparently there's not enough space on my phone, and I tried to put it on my computer, but I don't know where it went. I don't know where on my hard drive the Bluetooth transferred to. So that's annoying. So I'm trying to get the full video up. I've got a few things up here, and I did test with my camera, my Be My AI app. I do have screen share working, so we can do our cop video from yesterday that I didn't do. So we're gonna save that for the end. But there are a couple of videos that we don't actually need to have a necessarily have the screen share up. So I may do things a little bit differently today. I may not just jump from one Canadian YouTuber to another. Awesome! Hello, Blake Star. Glad to have you here. So I will be keeping it on solo cam for some of the videos, but then switching it to screen share for others. So I hope that works. I hope it isn't confusing for everybody, and we'll move on from there. I tried to grab a question period from yesterday, but they didn't have one, which I found interesting because it was Thursday and there's no reason for them not to have a question period. So yeah, there was zero questioning going on, which is weird. And I've also tried to find out when the actual vote for the budget is, and it looks like it's June 25th. But I couldn't get like an actual definitive date. So I'm hoping that I read it correctly and that I saw the correct date, because I would like to cover that. That is something that I think I would like to take a look at while it's live, because that's an important part of the country. It's an important what's it called? It's an important part of our process. And I think it's important that I cover it, but I just need to know when it happens so that I can. Okay. I'm just getting Twitch chat pulled up. Okay. There we go. So, our first video, we do not need our screen share for. It's called Another Game Destroyed by Sweet Baby. So this is from Rev Sistisu. And he always has some good stuff that I don't have access to, because a lot of it is screenshots. So, but the good thing is that he reads it. He doesn't just put it up on the screen and tell you to read it. But yeah, he does a good job of describing. Screen share is not that important. Personally, I prefer to just listen. That seems to be apparently a lot of people that they like to do that. So I think it'll be a good balance. All right, so let's learn what game Sweet Baby Incorporated has put their hands on now.
Here. So today we got some pretty crazy controversies involving the ongoing Gamergate situation. And of course, just like any other story involving that, it all comes back to Sweet Baby Inc., the woke consulting firm that is killing studio after studio for their own profit. I swear, they just want to be the only game developer in town, or game consultant company in town. And they just want, like, only the game developers with the same ideology to be allowed to work. And if any game studio that doesn't, quote, succeed, then they obviously didn't do it right. It's like communism, except for video games. You know, hey, I know, we'll make this game terrible. But it won't be our fault. It'll be the gameplay. It'll be the player's fault, and we'll just keep doing it over and over again. And then we'll keep saying it's the gamer's fault and not ours. Just like Nick's thing about the shit cake in the oven, and it's not the recipe's fault. It's the oven's fault. So we're just gonna burn down the house with the oven in it and kill everybody because, you know, it's the oven's fault that the cake that's made of shit tastes terrible. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Now, over the years, a lot of people have made observations about the designs of characters, especially when you compare male characters versus female characters. For years, we see lots of male characters based on real-life men that either look very representative of these men, or even in some cases, even more attractive in their video game form.
Right? Like with the super Ripley muscles and the big bulge and the... Do you remember Anita Sarkeesian focusing on Batman's ass for like 10 minutes?
But when you look at the female characters, they're the opposite. Most of the time, they are a complete downgrade compared to the appearance of the real-life female that they are based on. And a lot of people have looked at that and said, this is happening too many times to not be intentional. Like, someone is doing this on purpose. They are doing this to these female characters for some sort of a reason. And
they did do, I will say, as much as I enjoy Mortal Kombat, they did do that to the female characters. And they made Tanya, like, just because she's a lesbian doesn't mean she has to talk like this. Like, they made Tanya have a super low voice. And they didn't really need to.
And for years, developers, journalists, and other members of the gaming industry have told those players that you're crazy, that these are hallucinations, that these are wild conspiracy theories by misogynistic chuds and all these things. And well, as it turns out, those gamers and their observations were spot on.
Oh, it's almost like everything that we all have been saying is true. Whether it be gaming, or movies, or politics, or anything, we keep pointing out that things are not as they should be, and we keep being called racist bigots. And then they, a couple years later, go, wow, things really aren't the way they should be. And we're all like, really? You don't say.
So let's go to Del Walker here. Del Walker is a principal game artist. He's worked with Naughty Dog and Rocksteady, and he is someone who has been running defense for companies like Sweet Baby Inc. for a very long time. And his company, when he was at Rocksteady, worked on the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, and of
You mean the Suicide Squad Kill the Game?
Of course, Rocksteady is a client for Sweet Baby Inc., and that collaboration was a disaster, costing Warner Bros. Over $200 million. Now, Dell had this to say in a recent tweet, quoting this picture right here, saying, "There's been a handful of times I've pitched a black woman character that looks like this. Then after 10 iterations, the concept or model comes out without a speck of the original beauty I pitched." And he would provide another quote demonstrating more details on this, saying, "I'm not talking about mild changes. I'm talking about pose, aura, style, softness, age, flair. I hate giving Gamergate men fuel, but it's very difficult to pitch beautiful or vain black women in games without them coming back like grocery store aunties."
Ooh, damn. So he's basically saying he's funny. He's I hate to give a W to the Gamergate people, but these woke consultancy companies can't do black women characters without without doing them dirty.
There is room for both. Oh, I hate to give the Gamergate men fuel, but yes, they were right all along.
Right? Yeah. Those damn Gamergate men. And by the way, there are plenty of female gamers pointing this shit out too. Not all female gamers are sitting there going, "Oh my god, toxic male gamers." Hashtag not all.
These consultants and studios are making it almost impossible to make characters attractive. In this case, female characters, and specifically black female characters, but it's pretty easy to guess that this probably goes across the board when it's coming to female characters. So all these years, people saying that there's something going on here, well, they were correct. This is exactly what these studios are doing, and it just begs the question, who is benefiting from this cycle? Who is benefiting from making these female characters uglier?
How do I say this without, sounding really, really bad? A certain demographic of people who, there are two demographics. The demographic of women who do not take care of themselves and or just weren't born with, well, the looks that they wish they had. And then there is the other demographic of people who have transitioned into being a woman, and because of their biology will never quite look as womanly as they would like. There can be some really good passing trans women, but they'll still have male features. And this makes them angry, seeing characters that look like women. I heard Coffee Friday and Fellonious, but my buddy Trudeau isn't here. What the fuck? Well, CJP, they didn't do any question perioding yesterday for some reason. I don't know what the hell they've been doing in the House of Commons lately, but they've skipped a lot of question periods, which I find to be rather interesting. But as I was saying, these two demographics do not like seeing a character that represents female beauty, because it reminds them that they are not that particular way.
What is the point? Because certainly gamers don't want it. Certainly the studios don't want it because they're losing money as a result. And it seems like even some of the artists and other people working on these games don't like it either. So who is winning? Well, it's like a handful of pretentious assholes in California who want to control the narrative and control what these characters look like because they want to spite gamers, because that's what it's all about. It's not about making these studios money, it's about making their own money.
Right. They do not care about making like these consulting firms, right? They do not care about making what's it called? They do not make. Okay. I will grab them after this is done. Now what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, these video game consulting companies do not care about whether or not they actually help a studio make a good game with properly diverse characters. They just want a paycheck.
And also exerting their will onto people, no matter what the cost is to the product that they're helping work on. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, of course, their conversations probably end here with Del Walker, but he has served as a very useful insight into what's going on here, and he's really the first person to openly confirm that these things have been happening behind the scenes. Now, let's move over to another potential disaster here. You can read the headline here: Marvel's Wolverine video game in trouble, has Sweet Baby Inc. on board.
Oh, no, no, no! I mean, does this might mean that it will be accessible, but it will also be trash. Fuck. I really wanted to play the Wolverine game. Damn it. Fuck.
Yes, this is a real shot right here. This is the real character design of Jean Grey. This is it. That was not Photoshop, nothing. This is it. She looks like a phantom being summoned from the shadows. Like, it's eerie looking. I mean, this Jean Grey? Summoned from the that was not Photoshop, nothing. This is it. She looks like a phantom being summoned from the shadows. Like, it's eerie looking. I mean, this Jean Grey?
Okay, let me change. Hold on. Let me let me screen share for you guys, because it is working, and I want you guys to see this.
It was not Photoshop, nothing. On board. Yes, this is a real shot right here. This is the real character design of Jean Grey. This is it. That was not Photoshop, nothing. This is it. She looks like a phantom being summoned from the shadows. Like, it's eerie looking. I mean, this Jean Grey? That's what she ends up looking like? I know there's been many different iterations of this character throughout the animated series and the live-action movies, but overall, like, are you kidding me?
Like, she doesn't need to look like evil spirit realm Jean Grey. Like, what's the point of making her look evil? Like, I don't understand. Is this supposed to be like after she died and in X2 and like now she like why is she all evil? Why is she all spirit realmy?
Brother, she looks like Gollum. Okay, this is absolutely inexcusable.
Gollum.
Like, what Del Walker was saying earlier in this video, like, here it is in action. They are uglifying these female characters. It's very obvious. And also when you're...
And Jean Grey is like a very beautiful black woman. Like, there's no reason for Jean Grey to be ugly. Like, no, none.
Basing it off of real people in other cases, like, it's just offensive. It's an offensive thing to do. And this is what we're left with. This. Well, it probably doesn't surprise you when you start looking around at what's going on with this Wolverine game. It is made by Insomniac Games.
Insomniac. Why do I know that? Why do I know that name? Who made a recent game that I was really wanting to play but couldn't. Isn't that Spider-Man 2 that did that?
Take a look right here at the profile, 2-second look. You might have some ideas of what's going on here. And remember, they worked on Spider-Man 2.
There we go. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was Spider-Man 2.
Which is, of course, a Sweet Baby Inc. project that is publicly announced, as my screen goes white for some reason.
I feel like, see, this is where I have to, we're gonna do this for a second. I feel like every game that a DEI firm touches gets an accessibility suite. And I mean suite of features. Like SUITE, an accessibility suite. But at what cost? Right? At what cost does getting an accessible game, like what are you willing to sacrifice, right? Like me, I am familiar with the X-Men lore, right? I wasn't able to read the comics, obviously, but I watched the 90s cartoon. I watched at least the first, I watched X-Men and X2. X3 I attempted to watch and I was like, what in the fuck? But yeah, like my father, my uncle, they're all very well versed in the X-Men comics. So I would really, really enjoy playing the Wolverine game. And I would really like it to be accessible. But I do not want it to be accessible at the cost of woke ideology and at the behest of just basically screwing over gamers. Like, that's not how I want to get accessibility into games. Do you know what I mean? And it sucks, and it goes back to what I was saying before about indie games not being able, like, being playable by people like me because they can't afford to be playable by people like me. To make their games to make their games as accessible as somebody like me would need costs a lot of money. Because you have to hire the consultants, you have to hire the people that know how to code it that way. You have to hire sound designers to make sure that the sound design works. It costs a lot of money to make a game accessible. And indie games just don't have that money. And it sucks that AAA games are now being ruined by companies like Sweet Baby. And then they're like, oh, look, it's accessible. Oh, look, this, and this. And it's like, okay, cool. But you've ruined the story. You've ruined the content. You've ruined the lore. You've ruined the reason why people want to play the game.
And if you look through their tweets before they went private, some people captured this screenshot from 2021 where they announced that they're very excited to work on Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, which is very interesting but not very surprising, especially when you start looking at some of the employees who are working on this game, including Mary Kenny. This is someone we've talked about before. She is the narrative director for Wolverine, and her bio here, pay attention to it because it's going to change, as we'll see in a couple of minutes here.
Didn't she say she, like, hated white men? Or something like that? Something like that where she hated white men.
But she is someone who has openly defended Sweet Baby Inc. you can see that she reposted this article that was defending Sweet Baby Inc. when the controversy involving them began a few months ago. They, of course, in this article completely ignore the context as to why people were criticizing Sweet Baby Inc. as the result of its own employee starting a harassment campaign against the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Steam group. And also you would see her supporting tweets like this. This individual down here saying you can't be racist to white idiots like yourself, and you can't be racist to white non-idiots either. You can't be racist to whites, period.
Oh, of course not. No. No, you can't be racist to whites, period. As in praise of Shadows demonstrated by saying everybody that's in Appalachia that's white is fucking racist. But that wasn't a racist statement.
Now, back when this person made this tweet back in March, you could still see who was liking tweets. You could check out in the post engagements. And of course, when you looked at that back then, oh, there she is, Mary Kenny. So she is supporting other people like Alyssa Mercante, all these other game journalists and people from the industry who claim you can't be racist against white people. And of course, she would retweet this as well, sharing the dictionary definition of racism that this person falsely believes excludes white people.
Yeah, right? The dictionary definition, it literally supports everybody's saying, you know, you absolutely can be racist to white people. And yet these people share this definition like it shows that that you can't.
It was all very embarrassing for this guy, but Mary Kenny reposted that as well. And she's also said this: some of you don't seem to understand how narrative consulting on games works, but don't worry, I do. Yeah, this is about Sweet Baby, because I've worked with that team, and they're one of the finest in the biz. I've worked with that team, and they're one of the finest in the biz.
And they're one of the finest in the biz. Oh my lord.
12-part thread. I ain't reading that. I've read enough. I know this is already
thread.
really stupid, and trying to defend Sweet Baby is a giant mistake, not only for yourself, but also for the companies you're working on, because right now they are a PR nightmare. Nobody wants to support anything that has anything to do with Sweet Baby, and it seems like the results are finally being shown with the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League flop that people now can point to and say, hey, working with your consulting firm is a really bad idea as a studio.
Yeah, there's Suicide Squad did so badly, like, and it had the potential to do so well. And this is the other problem with game developers that listen to consultants like Sweet Baby, because then they focus on the wrong game. Like, looking at you, Warner Brothers and Multiverses. They focus on the free-to-play game that instead of focusing on, or on the game that people pay for. Like Suicide Squad or Mortal Kombat or, making God of War Ragnarok fully accessible, or making Spider-Man 2 fully accessible, for example.
So at the end of the day, money talks, and if they're losing hundreds of millions of dollars in their collaborations with these projects, people are going to look the other way and not hire people like Sweet Baby Inc. anymore. We saw it with Wukong, which was a great choice on the behalf of that developer team, saying no to Sweet Baby. That was the best decision they could have done, both for their own financials and their PR, because people love to see that. They love to see people saying no to woke bullies like Sweet Baby Inc.
That is the biggest boon for people to see. When a studio goes, no, we're not doing this with you. We're not working with you, Sweet Baby Inc. We actually care about our product.
Now, we look at the Wolverine game, okay? Obviously, people like Mary Kenny are on the team there, which is very concerning, especially when the series is featuring a white man, and this person clearly has issues with white people. It really aligns for a very difficult situation.
Any bets they're gonna make Wolverine a black dude? Just any bets? Any bets that there's gonna be something like they're gonna make Wolverine black? I just have a feeling. I really have a feeling that we're gonna have a black Wolverine.
Now, you would think if you're on the team for Wolverine here, especially one of the lead writers and narrative directors, you would be proud of being a part of this. Well, as you might notice here, this is the updated bio of Mary Kenny here, and she has removed any mention of Wolverine from her bio.
Why would you do that? I would be stoked to work on that. I'd be like, I'm working on the Wolverine game. Oh, fuck yeah. I wouldn't be hiding that shit.
And any mention of Sweet Baby, she's gone private a couple times. Definitely a lot of things happening here. You might have also noticed she removed pronouns from her bio. So either this is some progress or this is just they're trying to cover their tracks.
I'm going to go with covering tracks because she wouldn't have removed her pronouns and the article, like the mention of Wolverine from her bio if it wasn't shit. What did I just say? If it wasn't her trying to cover her ass. I don't think it's either a troll or progress. I think she's just trying to save face.
And their connection to Sweet Baby and all these things that gamers are sick and tired of. Who knows, but that is the situation involving Wolverine. And of course, just like anything else, it always comes back to one identifiable target, and that is Sweet Baby Inc.
And that's the thing. It's always Sweet Baby, and it's always... And that's... I feel very torn because these companies should be helping people learn about things like accessibility, learn about things like that. But instead they're ruining games.
Who remains in the shadows, much like her, afraid to show the world what they're all about, because people know if they dig into what you're doing and your thoughts and your actions, they're going to criticize you. And that's why Sweet Baby has been on lockdown for months and months and months, and will continue to be on private probably forever.
Yeah.
But on some related news, remember how this all started, right? All this controversy and attention on Sweet Baby is the responsibility of their employee, Chris Kindred, who started a harassment campaign against the Steam group Sweet Baby Inc. Detected.
Yeah, there was a group, for those of you who need a refresher, there was a group on Steam that was started by somebody who didn't like that there was a firm who was consulting on games and putting like a woke spin on the games. So he found out what the firm was called at Sweet Baby Inc. and he made a group just called Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, where it was just a list of games that Sweet Baby had a hand in consulting with. And like, here's this list, play them or don't play them, you know, here you go. And this Chris Kindred guy got so upset that he called on everybody to go and start openly harassing these people. He called on the group to be reported. He called on the people creating the group to be reported. It was nuts. Just absolutely nuts.
Again, just tracking what games they were publicly announcing that they were working on. And that was started by Cabrutus here. And look at this. Cheers to him. He has now reached over 400,000 members in his Steam group, which is an absolutely insane achievement. And it just shows where gamers lie in this entire situation and what they truly want.
And
they're not supporting Sweet Baby Inc. They, in fact, want to know everything that Sweet Baby Inc. is involved with so they can avoid those games. And other DI-detected type websites and Steam groups are sprouting up left and right because people know anything attached to those related sets of garbage are going to lead to really bad products. And people have the right to know what they're buying and the teams behind it and what potential threats to the quality of that game might exist. And one great thing to track is what Sweet Baby Inc. is working on. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. And I'll see you guys next time.
So that's very disappointing to hear that. I'm not surprised, given the current state of video game development, that a company like Sweet Baby Inc. is involved with Wolverine. But I am sad, because I did want to play the game, and I was hoping that it would not be like a woke disaster type of thing. But it seems like that is not going to be the case, and we are going to have to deal with just some annoying random diversity that doesn't fit, which doesn't make sense to me, because it's X-Men, right? Like, doesn't the diversity lie in the mutant powers and the different mutations of the characters? Doesn't it rely and fall on the abilities of each character? Like, why does it have to fall on the race of the character? I don't think their race has anything to do with their mutation. Like, nobody's ever made that connection, I don't think. Like, I've never heard anybody talk of a mention in the comic books about, like, white mutants mutate differently than black mutants, and they're all mutants. Like, what does it matter what color or gender they are? Like, or women mutate more than men, or blah blah blah. Like, considering that Storm was an African queen, yeah, she was a freaking, like, they did her really dirty to make her look like Gollum, as Rev says, because she's freaking royalty. She's absolute royalty. And again, there you go. Anybody can be a mutant, even African royalty. Like, Jesus, come on. Like, why are we doing this? Why? It's not necessary. Environment, sure, but not race. No, of course. Environment would make sense. But race? No. Like, that's dumb. There's no, like, and this is why I'm betting they're gonna try to pull a making Wolverine black in this game. If they're gonna make Jean Grey look the way they did, then I am very fearful of what they may make Wolverine appear. That is concerning. Considering that they said that the writer of this game, the narrative director of this game, came out and was like, I hate white people. I hate white men. Yeah, exactly. No, that's my point. The race has nothing to do with the mutation. The mutation is specific to the individual. That was the whole point of this. Exactly. Sex does have a difference in mutations, yes. That I could also believe. They Ronda Rousey'd her. Oh, God. Oh, they gave her, like, the big square jaw and the... Oh, God. That's awful. Why would they do that to Jean Grey? That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. There's no need for that. There is no need for that. That is absolutely terrible. Wolverine has... They're not going to do that because this is on the back of the X-Men movie where Wolverine wears yellow tights and has CGI arms. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's... Oh, Jesus. That sounds awful. Why would that... Why? Oh, my Lord. That's all I can say is why. Why the hell would that happen? If they do not make him black, then they will probably make him as fruity as can be. Probably Lake Star. Probably. Poor Wolverine. He was my favorite X-Men. He was my favorite. Because he was so cool. Especially like in the 90s cartoon. He was awesome. I had a Weapon X Wolverine action figure too. Like the 13-inch. One of the 13, 14-inch action figures of Weapon X. With the helmet and the claws, and it was awesome. I loved it. I loved it. Oh no, I'm out of coffee! Oh! Ad starts in 2 minutes. Well, that's a helpful... What's the word I'm looking for? Coincidence? That's the word I'm looking for. It's a helpful coincidence that the ad is starting soon, because then I can go get my coffee. I'm a speciest. I never noticed races. I never noticed race in my comics, just mutants and humans. It's funny that they're making the 6'3" Hugh Jackman look exactly like the 5'4" Logan from the comics. Wait, really? They're just basically shrinking Hugh Jackman? That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. That's funny. Holy shit. I'm picturing tiny Hugh Jackman just running around clawing people. That's oh my god. That's funny. Does the fact that he is Canadian have anything to do with your liking of Wolverine? Actually, I didn't know he was Canadian until I was like a teenager. And then I was like, okay, now he's even cooler. I had no idea that Wolverine was Canadian until I was about 13. And then I was like, okay, that makes Wolverine even better. We can claim the coolest mutant. Yes! I was so happy. I was so happy. Oh man. Alright. Now that we are on an ad break for Twitch, I am going to hit the be right back screen. I'm going to get more coffee. do a quick bathroom break, and I will return in a moment. So you guys go get yourselves some fresh coffee, and I'll see you back here in a couple minutes. Alrighty. JP says, technically he's British, he's older than Canada. That is funny. That's funny and it's true. I like that. Well played. That was very funny. Okay. Let's move along. Move along. I'm going to quickly grab the videos that Mr. Pincalo sent before I screen share. What do we have here? Okay. Do you remember Sneeko? Remember I showed you guys how Sneeko got punched in the face? And, he was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm not a violent person. Yeah, so Sneeko lies about the punch. This is from Useless Nobody. This is, I will probably recognize the voice once I hear it. Wolverine Origins making a Civil War veteran pissed me off trying to steal him for America. What the fuck? Really? How did I miss that? Now I'm pissed off too. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a shocking...
Wait. Why is this so low? Okay. Let's try this again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a shocking story for you today. The cuck himself, Sneeko, is being dishonest.
Oh no, Sneeko is being dishonest. Everybody quick. Quick. Clutch your pearls in shock.
I know. I was shocked when I found out. I never thought that he would do this, but yes, he is in fact being dishonest about the whole punch situation. So in my last video, I talked about how Sneeko got into an altercation with a security guard. It got to a point where Sneeko flicked the security guard's hat off of his head. The security guard then turns around and Falcon punches him.
Literally. He just and Opera and Priest described it the same way. He just knocked him flat with one punch too. He didn't need to he didn't need to what's it called? We didn't need to punch him over and over again. Just one punch.
And it is, of course, one of the greatest videos that I've ever seen on the internet. Just, absolute cinema. And so now, Sneeko went on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and he is absolutely coping. So this clip starts, and Sneeko asks the women around the table, he's like, you guys are pro-Palestine, right?
Oh, of course he did. 'Cause that's how you start a conversation. You guys are pro-Palestine, comma, right? Question mark. Yes, that's where you that's how you start things off.
Right, you guys are pro-Palestine.
Okay, well, first to preface this, are you guys in support of you're in support of Palestine, correct? Like unanimous at the table?
I don't care.
No,
You don't care about genocide? Okay, besides
that's a good. I don't care. There you go. I don't care. I don't live there. That's
correct? Like unanimous at the table?
I don't care.
You don't care about genocide? Okay, besides the point.
And it's like, oh my god, how terminally online are you? Because one of the girls responds and she's like, I don't care, respectfully. And he's like, you don't care about genocide?
Yeah. Like, seriously, nobody at that table is affected by what's going on over in Gaza right now. Nobody. Unless they have family that are directly involved, like, unless somebody at the table has somebody that like was killed in somewhere in the bombings, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That gasping clip was like perfectly timed. I know that was great.
And here's the thing, this goes to people on both sides. Most people don't care about the situation.
No.
Good for you that you've looked into it and you've like looked at all the details and you've decided who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And so you have a strong position, but most people have not done that.
And most people, even the ones that know about the situation, right? Like, I know what a bit, like, I don't know like the huge ins and outs of what's going on, but I know what's going on, right? And I'm still like, dude, I don't want to talk about it. I don't live over there. I don't have family over there. I don't have a dog in the fight. Why are you, what does it matter? Right? It doesn't matter. I have more of a dog in the fight of the Ukrainian war, because if Russia starts getting angry at NATO for helping, guess who they're gonna come flying over to come pick fights with NATO? Hi! They're gonna come flying over Canada. So, like, we have more of a worry about the Ukraine shit. And even then, I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we stop talking about it, please?
Most people don't care to do that. You know, the reality is that we can't care about every single thing that happens. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Most of us have full-time jobs. A lot of us have kids. We have people that we take care of. And, like, most of us are just out here living life and just don't really have the time or the desire to look into a conflict that's happening across the fucking ocean.
Across the fucking ocean that we have no dog involved in.
Obviously, it's a war.
Right.
People are dying. Innocent people are dying. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
But to be like, don't you know there's a genocide? It's like, yeah, and we constantly hear people saying that Israel is getting genocided and that Hamas are like terrorists, and January 7th. This is like, I'm sorry, but like I don't have a solid opinion on the whole situation. And so he explains that the reason why he brought that up is because the event was an America First event, and he talks about how Nick Fuentes was there, and you know they were gonna like speak and say their shit.
Anyway,
Because of course they do, because they hate Jews, so they're pro-Palestine. That's literally, that is why they're talking about they hate Jews, therefore they hate Israel, therefore they like Palestinians.
there's a genocide going on in Palestine, and there's a nation of Israel that's committing the genocide. And there's this movement called America First, which is the strongest American movement that's resisting that right now. So,
say that again, Sneeko.
And there's this movement called America First, which is the strongest American movement that's resisting that right now.
The strongest American movement that is resisting that right now. Oh, Sneeko. Oh, Sneeko. I don't think that America First could be deemed the strongest American movement in anything except maybe stupidity.
So I went to support my friend Nick Fuentes, who had an event, you know, gathering a lot of people who are pro-America First.
And so he explains that the America First people are apparently pro-Palestine and anti-Israel. And so Sneeko asserts that that's the reason why the people that own the venue kicked them out, is because they're pro-Israel and America First is pro-Palestinian.
But they canceled the venue. Want to know why? Because the people who own the venue are in support of Israel. And so they had to move the event 3 times. And the event was like, he had to go on the streets with a megaphone.
Yeah, and you know what? Because of capitalism, they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to say, we don't want you here. If you're going to support a terrorist organization, get out of our venue.
And Myron actually asked a good question, because he's like, hold on, Sneeko. So you found out for sure that the people that own the venue are Zionists? And Sneeko's like, well, why else would they kick us out?
So it kept getting pushed.
Y'all found out that they said that they're Zios?
Yeah, definitely. Why else would they cancel the like after they found out that it was America?
They're trying
first?
to say that they didn't know that it was going to be him.
That's
But
a
I'm
lie.
like, that's bullshit. Yeah,
That's
I
an
was going to
absolute
say,
lie.
I know that's bullshit.
So
yeah.
it's got to.
Nick Fuentes, and I assume
I'm like, that's bullshit. Yeah,
That's
I was
an
going to
absolute
say,
lie.
I know that's bullshit.
So-
So Myron just called him out.
It's got to.
Nick Fuentes, and I assume the same goes for all the other speakers that were there if they're a part of America First. They are controversial people.
Yeah.
They have a lot of controversial opinions, right? Like Nick Fuentes will talk about how different races have different IQ levels, and he believes that it's because of like genetic reasons. He's talked about how he doesn't necessarily believe the narrative of the Holocaust. He believes that, you know, things happen differently. Obviously, I don't want to get into any of these topics. And so maybe you agree or disagree with some of what Nick Fuentes says. I'm quite frankly not qualified to talk about it. The idea that there's no other reason aside from their
It has to be that they're Zionists. It can't be that Nick Fuentes says absolutely horrific shit every time he opens his face, and he hangs around with Baked Alaska, and his whole movement is just like an actual right-wing nonsensical movement. No, it's only because they're Zionists.
position on Israel and Palestine that the event organizers wouldn't want to host them is beyond dishonest. And so Sneeko asserts that once the people that own the venue actually started hearing the speeches that were being given, they started unplugging microphones and they started playing music to drown out the speeches.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. That's insane. Like unplugging mics and drowning out stuff. Wow. That is... What the fuck were they saying?
But when they started hearing the speeches, they started messing up with the event. They started playing loud music. They started interrupting the speeches. And when Nick Fuentes was supposed to speak, they started interrupting. They unplugged the microphone. They cut it off short. They started blasting Sexy Red.
We don't know what was being said in those speeches. Knowing Nick Fuentes, it is entirely possible that they were saying some out-of-pocket shit.
Yeah. It's, I would say, probably about 95% certain that they were. So, like, I want to know what the fuck it had to be something bad for people to just be like, you know what? Fuck this, we're unplugging microphones. We're playing whatever the fuck we can to get this to stop. Because this is out of hand.
And the thing is that you don't really have the right to be at a venue, right? Like, at least from what I understand, I'm not a lawyer. I'm pretty sure you can get kicked out for whatever reason, unless it's because of like your race or your gender or, you know, whatever, you know, stuff like that. Maybe they were talking about the Israel and Palestine conflict. If they want to, from what I understand, and again, I'm not a lawyer, I think they have the right to do that. They don't want you talking about that at their venue.
Yeah, that is, if it's a privately owned space that you're renting, they have the right to be like, no, I don't want your pro-Palestinian event here, get out. Even if it's not America First, right? Even if it's some group of people that don't go out of their way to be as controversial and as outlandish as possible show up, and they say, we want to have a pro-Palestinian event here. If it's a private venue, the owners have a right to be like, nope, sorry. We don't want your business. That's perfectly legal.
And so now we get into the interesting thing, right? Sneeko says that it was the security guard that was actually doing all of this, right? That was messing with the event. And Sneeko asserts that the security guard started calling women whores, which, by the way, you were on the Fresh and Fit podcast. The pot is indeed calling the kettle black in this situation.
No shit! Like, that's the whole theme of the Fresh and Fit podcast is to call women whores. That's the whole bread and butter. What are you talking about, Sneeko?
And the guy who was doing it, maybe he got a call from the manager, but it was a security guard. And the security guard started taunting everybody, flicking everybody off, like flicking people. He was calling women whores in the beginning. Like a woman next to me, my friend Dr. Lupus on Twitter, called her a whore, called her daughter a whore, all this stuff.
And then Sneeko just straight up lies. Sneeko says that he taunted the guy, and then the guy Superman punched him.
And I taunted back, and then the guy jumps down, does a big Superman punch, hits me in the face.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Cucko, Sneakster, we have you on camera.
Yeah, there's literal video evidence of you flipping the guy's hat off his head before he punches you. You didn't just taunt him. You touched his property and then he punched you.
You did not just taunt him. You flicked his hat off. I gotta say this as well. The Fresh and Fit podcasts are a joke. Like, they constantly talk about how, oh, women don't take accountability for their action, and oh, modern women are bad, blah, 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 blah.
And nobody's gonna make Sneeko take accountability here, I bet. Nobody's gonna be like, Sneeko, there's video evidence of you taking this guy's hat off. Nobody's gonna say that.
But their friend cops on here and starts straight up lying about the situation, and they don't call him out at all. But to give them a little bit of credit, Myron does ask him. He's like, people are saying that you flicked his hat first. And Sneeko doesn't deny it.
The other important thing also to note is that people try to say that you flipped his hat, but he flipped your hat first.
Well, it wasn't. He was flicking people in the front of the crowd. Like, you could see him.
He was randomly just flick, 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 flick. And then Sneeko had enough. So he flicked back.
Flicking people. So I taunt back.
You touched him. You flicked his hat off. That's not a taunt. Have you never played a fighting game? When you taunt, you're not actually attacking.
Nope.
No, motherfucker. You put your hands on the guy put his hands on you. Be a man. Own up to the shit that you did. Take accountability. Like you guys say that modern women should take. Take accountability. You fucked around and you found out. And then Sneeko admits to a fucking hilarious thing. He admits to actually going out and like trying to unplug the speakers that were playing the loud music.
And that's when it started. And I was getting upset. I mean, the one thing that I do have to say, I was a little bit annoyed that there were not other people. Like, you know, we saw the security guard taunting everybody and unplugging the microphone. I was trying to unplug the music. Like, the fourth venue we go to, people are all over the world to come to Detroit.
Yeah.
People came from Copenhagen, from all over the world to see us.
2,000 seats, it was sold out.
And they're going to try to sabotage it. I want to stand up for that.
Again, these influencers that really think that they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They really think that they can just walk up and try to touch other people's stuff.
And lie about it. Like, there's video of him doing this. And he still thinks that he can lie about it. Lie about it happening. And lie about the way that it happened. It's nuts to me. I don't get it.
They think that they can put their hands on people. They think that they can flick people's hats off with no repercussions. It's just insane to me. It really is insane to me. And then they play the video.
Yeah, they actually play the video?
See him taunting everybody.
You see the guy get his hat knocked off.
See him taunting everybody.
See him taunting everybody.
You see the guy get his hat knocked off. Nobody acknowledges it. So yeah, all of these guys are beyond pathetic, right?
They're all like, oh yes, Sneeko, your narrative is totally true. Despite the fact that we're watching the complete opposite happen. Yay, Sneeko!
Talk about how modern women can't take any accountability, and in real time they are caught in 4K high resolution, 120 frames per second, not taking accountability. But of course, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I don't know, are there any Sneeko defenders out there?
Nope.
Do they exist? I mean, I'm sure they do. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
So, I can't believe he's actually trying to, actually, no, I can. I don't need to finish that sentence. I can believe it. Because it's Sneeko. And he's a liar. Oh my god. What an insane, like, I can't, just the way that some people act in front of a camera and then are like, no. The insane downfall of the TikTok trad wife conservative.
My criticisms to all because we.
This should be interesting. The Tragedy of the Racist Trad Wife is the beginning title. So here we go. This should be this should be interesting, and we're gonna screen share for this one too.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers.
You're tired of all girls getting blamed for all men thinking that all girls are gay or gold digger. What's with all the generalizations here, lady? What the hell?
I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception.
So it's okay to be a gold digger if you're like coming over from, wait.
If it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub, you're getting the opinion of some dumb and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception.
So immigrants off the boat looking for a green card is the okay exception to the rule for being a gold digger.
The rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass.
No.
You're obviously pretty smart, and you've realized it's kind of like the Eminem song talking about, you know, when you have the moment, don't lose it. You kind of have a similar phenomenon happening right now. I mean, do you have plans for the future? Do you even care about this? Or are you just kind of living it out right now?
I mean, I didn't plan on any of this, but it kind of happened. So I was like, all right, this is what's happening. So how do we make the best of it? You know, it's an opportunity. So I'm definitely going to take the best of it.
An opportunity.
I don't really like the 9-to-5 jobs anyway. So if I could get into, you know, some sort of conservative media, that would be the plan, obviously.
Do I want to know what's on the screen right now?
I'm looking at
the bleeping out is her saying the N-word. I figured.
a tweet right now that somebody sent me. It says from your old Lily Coleman account. It says, "Don't disagree till you've read it. I dated an Iranian and a former Muslim and he will be the first person to tell you Islam is not a religion of peace. Sent March 26, 2019 from your Lily Cole.
Well, can you confirm that was your account, at least? Your old account? That is you, right?
I mean, I had made a bunch of old accounts and then I didn't end up deleting.
All right.
So that's a yes. That's a yes right there.
It's a little non-committal. I mean, come on.
He confirmed earlier it's her account 100%. She already confirmed
I'm not
It's up in
disagreeing.
the
It's
nest.
probably my account.
So did you
Where's
date the
this from?
Iranian? Did you date the Iranian or not?
I have dated 3 people, and they have all been white people.
I have dated 3 people, and they have all been white people. Did you hear her say? Did you hear the? Listen.
I have dated 3 people, and they have all been white people.
See, they have all been white people. She even had the t in the white. They have all been white people. Oh my! Oh my! You are a hoity-toity.
So was it a white Iranian Muslim?
No.
No! Ew! Listen to the way she goes, no! She's like disgusted by that. Oh my lord. These are tweets of her getting roasted. See, I'm glad I hit the screen share button. No, but seriously, listen to how she goes, no!
So was it a white Iranian Muslim?
No.
Ugh, no. Ugh. Ew. No. Why would you say that? Ugh.
Okay.
Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up here.
It's fair to say conservatives love looking back at an idealized view of the past. Now, back in the past, to become a conservative influencer, it didn't really take much, and the path to relative infamy, and I guess fame in conservative spaces, usually relied on failing at some point. Ben Shapiro was a failed screenplay writer, Michael Knowles was a failed actor, Brett Cooper is a failed actress, and a lot of them are failed directors and comedy writers, all that good stuff. Then you have some weirdos like Matt Walsh who, like, I don't even know what...
Yeah, I don't know what Matt Walsh does or is or was or did. Matt Walsh is just weird.
He failed at high school or something, but recently you have the tragedy of the racist trad wife who thought her ticket to conservative stardom was just saying a racial slur on TikTok. But it so happens the landscape has changed. Now, you can't be a good old neoconservative from the 2000s because, as we all know, the American conservative movement has basically turned into a complete fascist movement. And even, like, you know, we see some of them oppose Israel, it's not because they have a problem with what they're doing to Palestinians, it's because they hate Jewish people.
Yeah, there literally is no, like, moderate conservatism in America right now. There's a lot of it up in Canada. There's a lot of moderate conservatism in Canada. But there's no modern or moderate, like, conservatism that I've noticed. It's all, like, very puritanical, very much like, pilgrim shit.
And in that climate, you might get some attention to start with for being someone who's relatively attractive and saying a racial slur that they all want to say, but just scratch below the surface and these fascists won't accept you when they find out that you've supported Israel, you're a single mother, and maybe your child actually isn't white.
Uh-oh. Naughty, naughty, you lied.
And that is the tragedy of the racist trad wife, in that the conservative movement are firmly rejecting her for all these reasons, and it just appears it isn't as easy as it used to be. You used to be able to just say racist shit, fail in Hollywood, and you became a conservative YouTuber. But nowadays, it's a little bit harder and you have to be a little bit more unhinged. And don't worry, our racist trad wife has tried to be even more unhinged like them, but they're just not buying it.
So she's like all she's got for herself is to just say racist shit, which is kind of sad. And I don't know about this person. Well, yeah, because if we call ourselves moderate conservatives, we'd just be ostracized anyway as degenerates because you show your boobies on the internet. True. Very true. Which is fucking stupid, but oh well.
Think it's inauthentic and they think she is a psyop.
A psyop.
And once you've been branded that, it seems like this person doesn't actually have a career in conservative media despite telling people that's what she wants to do now. Now, I'm actually glad I waited for a week, because if I made this video a week ago, I'd probably be talking about conservatives just like praising someone for saying the N-word, because that's basically what it is. Like, this woman essentially had nothing else going for her apart from she got cancelled for saying the N-word, and I think she lost her job, right? And a week later, now all the most loud conservatives on Twitter, where she's trying to grift, they all hate her. And you really have to choose a camp. You're either Twitter, where she's trying to grift, they all hate her. And you really have to choose a camp. You're either a pro-Israel neocon, or you're anti-Israel and America first. But it seems like this person wanted the best of both worlds, and it just comes off as like really inauthentic, because it's clear they don't believe it. So we're gonna get into all of this today. Before we go any further, big shout out. Me, David Dole of the Rational National, and Mike of the Humanist Report did a very fun, about 2-hour stream just talking about video games yesterday.
That sounds like fun.
Might become a regular thing, and it's going to be live streamed on this channel, but if you want to watch the first episode, that should be uploaded right now on my second channel, the Tabernacle Extra. So just go over to that, watch the podcast. There might be a little clip up, little spicy debate about Sonic Frontiers versus Elden Ring. So that's why with Elden Ring, like, and my spicy take for 2022, and David agrees with me, Sonic Frontiers is better than Elden Ring.
Don't bring me into this.
Whoa! Sonic Frontiers is
A lot of you guys build up as many $1 to $3 patrons as possible. Benefits include early access to videos like this, which you can watch ad-free on Patreon itself, and also access to the Discord server. So let's get on with the video. So if you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, here's just a rundown of what happened last week. So tradwife TikToker axed from job after casually saying N-word. The white tradwife TikToker who casually dropped the N-word in a cooking video that went viral on Monday.
In a cooking video? What the fuck? Why would you need to... Okay.
Already paying for her ignorance. The woman at the center of the controversy, Lily Gaddis, referred to her friend's husband as a broken-ass racial slur. In the clip, dropping the racial slur in the slight southern drawl, so naturally, many speculated she must use it in casual conversations. So yeah, pretty clear she's just going for shock value, you know, obviously trying to be outrageous. So Gaddis, whose TikTok account was taken down by Tuesday evening, boasts 50,000 followers on the platform.
That's all she had? Wow, I'm almost there. I've got 16,000 more to go.
She showed no remorse from her comment and instead reshared posts from right-wing influencers who rushed to defend her speech. If my freedom of speech is taken, they'll be coming for yours next. And then she also wrote, thanks black community for helping to launch my new career in conservative media. You all played your role well, like the puppets you are. Now, she was quite excited last week, but don't worry, I wouldn't be as excited this week considering how the conservative movement are actually treating her. This wannabe tradwife influencer just like talking like this, being outrageous, I wouldn't say it was all planned. Like, she said that word and then thought she'd go viral and she'd get a backlash, she'd get cancelled, and conservative media would maybe hire her. But also, I mean, unless she's just like the most unpleasant person ever, which I wouldn't put it past her, I'd say...
Yeah, like, who just calls their friend's husband a broken ass? Yeah. Like, that's not cool. That's just supremely not okay. Like, even if he is, I've seen this chick on TikTok. She's an idiot. I have not run into her her stuff before. Lily Gann. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that name.
Say the provocative tone of these videos to elicit a reaction from people. So at the very least, this is a persona she's putting on just to draw attention to herself. And if you actually watch some of the more recent videos she's making now, they're all pretty pathetic. So she had an interview with InfoWars. Basically, this is her talking about maybe becoming a conservative influencer.
I mean, I didn't plan on any of this, but it kind of happened. So I was like, all right, this is what's happening. So how do we make the best of it, you know?
So you didn't plan on becoming viral for calling your husband a horrible, or your friend's husband horrible names and being racist. But you figured, hey, it's working. So why not? I'll just keep going.
It's an opportunity, so I'm definitely going to take the best of it. I don't really like the 9-to-5 jobs anyway. So if I could get into, you know, some sort of conservative media, that would be the plan, obviously. But it just kind of depends. I'm still young right now. I'm not too worried about it, but it's one of those things you just have to kind of take an opportunity, and this seems to be an opportunity, so I'm going to just try to make the best of it.
This seems to be an opportunity. Yes, being racist on the internet seems to be like a good opportunity, so I'm just gonna take it and run.
And see where things go.
I do find Americans very fascinating, just like what she's controversial for and talking about it being like an opportunity. I guess the way she talks about this, like it's a really normal thing, feels like very American to me. Like it's my opportunity to get famous, and it's just like, you're literally famous for saying the N-word. Like that's
right?
it. You're literally famous for being
like,
a white
what
person.
The hell?
Said
Who
the
wants
N-word
to be
and
famous
got like
for
cancelled
that?
for casually dropping it in a video where you were like making some bread or something, right? So yeah, I do love that. Like it's like she's being chosen for her talent and stuff. But like I said, she shouldn't get too ahead of herself, because I don't think a career in conservative media is looking good right now, despite the fact she is firmly pandering to the far right. This is an InfoWars interview.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You can say what you want and you can identify how you want, but InfoWars is definitely a far right platform.
And she's been posting pictures with like Nick Fuentes and like actual fascists, like out and out fascists in the America First movement. Like it's pretty clear that's the target audience, which I think she's miscalculated massively for, because as we're going to get into, she has previously tweeted support of Israel. And also, I don't think she was counting on how absolutely brain rotted these people are. They don't only have adult film brain, they're just absolutely unhinged. So let's get into some of the backlash she's faced. And like I said, I don't think she's long for a career in conservative media. So post a picture, I don't even know who this guy is. She's going on some sort of podcast and she says, "Never surrender patriots," on her Twitter. And I'm not joking, these are all the top comments. "I didn't know you were a man. Two dudes just vibing. They're saying you look like a man. No offense, but you look like a gay Jewish man."
Ooh, shit. These are all tweets in response to her.
"You look like a dude. Built like a dude on a swim team." And then she posts a picture of her surfing in a bikini. I don't know if you realize what ecosystem you exist in. Obviously, the replies are not surprising. "Aren't you a dude? Immodesty. What a psyop. Trans. Are you AI?
Are you AI? Oh, fuck. That's rough. That's rough. Ouch. To be asked if you're an AI. Oh.
Trans. These people are transvestigating you. Their brains are totally rotted by Twitter, and that's the stuff you see ripe on Twitter. The immodesty stuff, we spoke about this before. It is funny going from being like a wannabe trad wife to posting like bikini photos, because yeah, those are two separate audiences. This person just doesn't seem that bright. Seems like a far right conservative who doesn't really realize the split in the conservative movement, so you can't appeal to both. You can't.
No, you literally can't. At this point in time, there is no way that you can appeal to both parts of the conservative movement.
Be classically Abby and be Candace Owens at the same time. You can't be palling around with America First fascists and also appealing to like typical like neoconservatives who voted for, I don't know, Mitt Romney or something, right? Like I said at the start, that world has gone. That is not the audience now for the conservative, like, entertainment products or just, you know, personas and stuff. Basically, she hasn't spoke too much about being a mother, and she hasn't spoke much about being a single mother. So loads of people have been digging through old social media posts, and I'm not going to post a photo of what does actually look like her child, but because this woman became famous for saying a racial slur, it probably stands to reason if she's going to have any fans, they're going to be racist too.
Yep. That's if you have a certain mindset, you attract certain people. Right? Like, that's why I try to attract friendly people that like discussion, because that's what I like. If you're going to be a racist cow, then you're going to attract racist cows.
And these people don't like her because it appears that her baby is actually not white. So in this, like, pretty gross TikTok, which seems to be just, like, pandering to white supremacists, basically, she basically drops some more slurs, and she talks about how, you know, the birth rate is declining, so more people should be having kids, and especially white women. And she says you can thank her as a white woman, basically.
Yeah. Hey, America. Hey, people not having kids. You are some stupid mother...
Yeah.
The birth rate is declining, and what are you doing?
Are you having kids?
You're getting married. Like, why even bother fucking getting married, you loser? You're getting married. You have some fucking dog in a stroller, like a... And then what are you doing? How are you helping America? We're letting the birth rates decline, and I'm speaking particularly to white people. So today, I want you to take the time out of your day to thank a single mom, because us girls getting knocked up, we're the only ones helping with the declining birth rate. You're welcome, America.
Then don't worry, everyone coming through, your child isn't white. That baby is not white.
It's not... Wait, back that up for me there?
Speaking particularly to white people. So today, I want you to take the time out of your day to thank a single mom, because us girls getting knocked up, we're the only ones helping with the declining birth rate. You're
so single moms are the only reason that the birth rate is not okay. Jesus Christ. This lady is nuts. People need to stop all this fuss about the word beginning with N. The more you fuss over it, the more you just give it more power. Facts, Blake Star.
Welcome, America.
Then don't worry, everyone coming through, your child isn't white. That baby is not white. It's not helping if your child is mixed. Your child doesn't look white though, so how does this help us? Lol, race mixing L. And then look at all the replies, like likes and stuff. So yeah, being transvestigated, being told she's a dude, talking about her child because the child isn't white. So they're saying, you know, you're a hypocrite.
And of course, you know, the child's not white, so let's talk about the child on the internet. Let's, oh my god, who cares?
You're our enemy, basically.
These
but don't worry,
people
there's
are
more stuff as
insane.
well. So, they keep saying she's a Jewish psyop because her name before she was married, or whatever her new name is, was Coleman, but also because she had multiple tweets when she was younger, posting in support of Israel. But even if you go back to December, she was posting a video about Douglas Murray, who's absolutely huge Zionist, talking about Islam. So if you're posting that, then I don't know why you wouldn't be a supporter of Israel. Then she had a TikTok which also had an Israeli flag in the background. Some people are now saying...
That's not going to look very good if you're an America First person. They don't really like Israel very much. You might not want to have that flag up there.
She was trolling people by doing this. I don't know what would be gained by doing that, so I seriously don't think that's true. She's claiming they did it for a troll. I mean, if you want to be a conservative influencer, why are you trolling people?
Yeah.
Putting an Israeli flag in your video? I really don't think it's a troll. But yeah, it's just pretty clear no one is really accepting her. If you see all these viral Twitter posts talking about getting a nose job to hide her Jewish heritage, another one talking about how she's a psyop, saying you find a clout-hungry influencer that you can subvert, you get her to make a controversial TikTok and astroturf it into a viral meme, immediately boost her in extreme right-wing spaces, get her to support Nick Fuentes, for example, you continue to astroturf the racist, foul-mouthed woman as the new face of the right, in the hopes it will reflect poorly on the right wing during the election. The DNC pulls this shit all the time. If you haven't figured it out now, it's time to catch up, and quickly. For the rest of the year, you need to assume everything is propaganda and fake.
If you could address some of the craziest conspiracy theories about you right now.
Okay, well, I guess the main criticism I've had is that I'm a Jewish psyop, which, again, I'm from, like, the rural South. I never met a Jew. I never saw a Jew until I went to New York City.
I've never met a Jew till I went to New York City, because, yeah, there are no Jews in the South. No Jews anywhere in the South. They just live in New York and Los Angeles. That's all.
You know, saw a lot of them, and it was, like, cool, but like right now, that doesn't cross my radar. Yeah, I think that's the biggest one, and I had like some old Twitter accounts a long time ago, and obviously, you know, conservative, typical Christian people, you're pro-Israel. So I had like pro-Israel things on there, but to be clear, I don't want America in any foreign wars.
Okay, so then why would you put up any flag? Why would you put up either a Palestinian or an Israeli flag? Why wouldn't you just stay out of it? Like, that's what you should do then.
I don't want to give money to any foreign wars. That's their problem. I'm an America First person, and I can support things, and people are also allowed to change their mind, which, you know, over the time I've been like, okay, maybe I'm not so much pro-Israel, but I'm also not pro-Palestine. I'm not pro-anyone, but pro-America.
Everyone...
It feels like she is feeling cornered because she's stumbling a lot. She's upwardly inflecting her voice a lot. She's asking a lot of questions, especially at the end of whenever she says tomorrow. She puts that upward inflection.
Everyone's always seen the conservative movement as easy marks. And they are easy marks for con men. Donald Trump, I know, you know, a bit played out this commentary, but Donald Trump has always been a con man. Alex Jones has been a con man. And you see people like Tim Pool, like, they always sell garbage to people, sell these survival kits, just sell random supplements which have no basis in reality, because they know they can make so much money off a conservative audience, because to be a conservative, you don't have any critical thinking skills. These people aren't very intelligent, and, you know, even though most of the influencers aren't intelligent, I guess they understand better the divisions within the conservative movement, in that you can't just try and play both sides.
Yeah. They understand that you have to be on one side of conservatism or the other. Either you're going to be the extreme conservative, or you're going to be more of a moderate, more like centrist type conservative.
And you can't just get in with the most racist group by just saying a racial slur and expecting them not to be absolutely unhinged to you, whether they be racist, anti-Semitic, whether they be misogynistic, or they start being like transphobic, all this different stuff that they will throw at you just because you've given them reason for them to doubt you, and you not realizing that in the first place, this racist trad wife, just shows that you weren't built for this, and you're thinking in the realms of 2015, but this is 2024, where the average conservative brain is absolutely cooked. And in that scenario, you know, you're not going to be a successful grifter. This isn't the Dave Rubin era. Dave Rubin could not exist today if he'd have started to pivot in 2024. He's lucky he did it in 2016. And this woman...
That's true. If Dave Rubin tried to get started now, he would be screwed. There would be nothing for, because unfortunately the conservative brain, much like the leftist brain, is just rotted right now, and there's really not much to get conversation going there.
Only 23 years old, she probably wishes she was around in 2016 to pull this off then, because it's just not going to work now, and I bet she's just going to fade into irrelevance. Like, remember that, like, folk singer? I don't even remember his name now, because that's how irrelevant he's become. Remember how astroturfed he was by the right wing? Do you ever hear about him anymore? And he was way
Oh,
bigger.
Oliver Anthony.
And had more of a mass appeal because he was just singing, right? This woman will be totally irrelevant within, I don't know, 2 months at this point. And that's just the sad tragedy of trying to be racist as a pathway into being a conservative influencer, especially when you got like absolutely no personality and no charisma. You weren't going to make it on social media anyway.
Yeah. She's all she had going for her. She was like, I know, I'm just gonna get on the internet and I'm just gonna say horrific shit. She didn't have like an actual plan. She didn't have anything to say. She didn't have any like actual content ideas. She just wanted to say nasty, horrible shit and get away with it. And it's sad because this is the problem with a lot of political content creators on either side of the spectrum, is that they don't actually have an idea of where they want to go with their political content. So they just say inflammatory stuff and hope to go viral that way, instead of taking a look at what's out there politically already and either reacting to it and adding your own 2 cents to it, building on a content like it, or like something like these people don't seem to be doing that right now. They just seem to be like, I know, I'll get online and I will either say horrible things about the right, or horrible things about the left, or horrible things about people who sit in the center and look at both sides, and I will try to get I'll try to get clicks that way, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So, where are we here? Pitbull attacks officer during terrifying rampage. This is the video I wanted to show you guys yesterday, but screen share was not working. And since it's Fellonious Friday, and we're nearing the end of our video list, I figured we would do our Code Blue Cam video. So let's find out about this rampage.
In September 2023, police responded to an animal complaint at a neighborhood in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Fucking La Crosse! Of course, it's La Crosse. It's always La Crosse.
The caller reported her pit bull had escaped from her residence and was on the loose. She stated she feared the dog and mentioned it was aggressively lunging at bystanders.
She feared the dog. Then why do you still have the dog? If you fear the dog, then you should not own the dog.
However, this was not the first instance of the dog's aggression. According to the report, there had been multiple incidents over the past few days that made the owner fear for her safety. For example,
then the dog needs to go.
She was inside swatting flies. The pit bull attacked her. For example, while she was inside swatting flies, the pit bull attacked her, leaving bruises on her arm.
Jeez.
On another occasion, it bit someone.
Dude, that dog there's something wrong with that dog.
Arrival, the officer observed the gray and white pit bull roaming the street. The dog was circling a van and jumping onto its hood, displaying aggression towards anyone who approached.
That's my other dog in the car, and that's why he's there. I had my friend come here because he busted my wooden fence to come.
See, she even sounds terrified. This is like, why do people get dogs that they're afraid of? Do they not understand that dogs sense fear? Like, this is nuts.
Dog in the car, and that's why he's there. I had my friend come here because he busted my wooden fence to come to me.
Whose dog's that one? Yours?
Both of them.
so why can't you take care of your dog? Why?
I was in here mixing up Benadryl and dog food to put him down.
Take care of your dog. Why?
I was in here mixing up Benadryl and dog food to put him down. They're doing euthanization. Why would you do that? Because they're killing him tomorrow. He's attacked too many people. He's dangerous. Please.
They're euthanizing him tomorrow. Where did you get him? Is he a rescue? Is he an ex's dog? Like, where the fuck did this dog come from?
Atlas, behave.
Why are you scared?
This is 68 to 79. I kind of caught the tail end. Are you getting that snare? It's currently on top of a car in the middle of the road.
Is there a way you just could tase that dog?
Oh, why would I tase the dog? It's not doing anything right now.
It was. It was chasing people down the street.
No, I'm not going to tase the dog. We have a snare catcher thing coming, so the dog's just up there right now. I'm not too worried.
Well, she gave this dog like 6 Benadryls.
I can only imagine what she's done, so.
She gave the dog 6 Benadryl. She gave the dog 6 Benadryl because that's how scared she is, and she's trying to get it to fucking pass out till they can come kill it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I'm not gonna do anything. It's her dog. It shouldn't be my problem, you know what I mean?
Right, I know. It ain't our problem.
Exactly.
We're losing customers because
100%. So it's sitting on the car. So right now my partner's on his way up here with one of them big old pole snare things.
Oh, yeah. That's the owner of the dog right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know her well? Yeah. Oh, you know her well?
The dog soon jumped off the vehicle and attacked the male bystander who was trying to help catch it.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I didn't know what she did something to the dog.
I don't think she made anything better. Good.
Bleeding? No?
Nothing bleeding.
Alright, that's all.
But no, I'd say.
Well, I tried telling him.
Here, come back
open
here.
up the car door.
Well, I know.
But he's chicken. I think he must have did something to his dog.
They're doing something. I'm not giving. We're coming with one of those big old pole snare things. So.
I tried.
Yeah.
I got some mouthful.
Here, come back here and we'll talk.
I'm a dog lover.
Yeah, me too. But at the same time, I ain't trying to get bit because someone can't take care of their dog.
Yeah, this is why, like, this, I feel like there's more to this story here. Why is this dog so aggressive? Why is this dog attacking everybody? And why is the owner of the dog so scared of the dog? Like, that is the one thing that I really want to know. Why is this dog owner so scared of her own dog? What made the dog so aggressive?
Well, that's what she said. She gets along with the other little puppy in the car.
Another officer soon arrived with an animal snare to assist in capturing the pit bull.
Being aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, he just tried to.
I tried bribing him with some lunch.
How was it when you approach him?
He attacked me.
Yeah, he came with this gentleman here.
He's defensive.
How long does that thing get?
That's it. Yeah, it's the longest one we got.
I don't think it's gonna work. I tried telling him he wants to get in the van. I tried telling him to, but he's scared shitless. I'm thinking if he could roll down the window and let the dog in the van, he could jump out the other side. That way he's in the van.
It's a risk.
You know what I mean?
Why
That's
is
easier
he,
to
so
I don't know. He must
who's
not
in
like
the van?
I don't know. It must be her boyfriend. Her
So
dog.
the dog knows that
He must
van?
not like
What? In heat? Okay.
He already attacked
What's her
me.
name?
That's all. Huh?
What's her name?
Stella.
Oh,
No, but she's in heat.
oh. What's the dog's name?
Come here, Atlas.
You want a leash? Here's a leash.
That's Atlas.
I'm gonna try.
Put her on a leash and then put her on thing.
Here, I already gave him Benadryl.
Here, give her. Here.
I already gave him Benadryl. Dude, that's you... Don't just say you gave the dog random pills. Why are you doing that? Come on now.
Here, give her. Here's a milk bowl for you. Try to bribe her.
He ain't gonna do that.
Oh, whatever. There's lunch meat on the thing. Get on this side. Put the phone down. Send the business.
Yes.
Get off the phone.
Who are you talking to?
I have emergency. Other people on the phone.
Okay, well, you're not taking care of your dog. That's bit people.
People on the phone?
Okay. Well,
Why is she? So she's on the phone. She's on the phone with like other, I guess, animal emergency control people instead of like trying to help the officers.
well, you're not taking care of your dog. It's bit people.
Talk to her like you had her. And put her on the leash right away. And calm her down. And if you have to, let her go, but leave the leash on.
Atlas. Come here, baby.
That's why I think he should get out of here with the other dog. I think that dog's agitated with somebody in the car.
Well, it'd be worse because he'd be coming at you. That's what he did to everyone else until he pulled up. Every damn person.
Grab him and put him and throw him by the thing.
Come here. Addie, pull it down further.
Just so you know, I got this out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Atlas, come here. You want to see Stella? She's right here. Come here. Now.
Oh my lord! Some people just shouldn't have animals. Seriously, some people just shouldn't have goddamn animals.
Put down. Yeah, see, he's trying to grab me.
Is he gonna? Will he let you put this around him?
No, you're going to put that around him. Come from the back. I'll distract him up here. Come here. Come down here. Come on, put it.
Gotta move
You
fast.
want to go for a walk?
You want to go for a walk? Yeah. Did you think she cares? She can tell you're scared. She can tell you're scared. She's not interested in going for a walk. She knows that there's something going on.
He's dangerous.
Yeah. That's why we'll just take it slow.
I
Atlas.
gave him already 3 fucking Benadryl.
It's Atlas.
That's what the Humane Society, everyone's like trying, because nobody will give me a fucking tranquilizer. The police don't help me. They don't do shit. Well, finally.
We don't have tranquilizers.
I love how she's like, no one's helping me because they won't give me tranquilizers. No, because they don't just randomly hand out tranquilizers to people.
While the owner attempted to leash the dog, it suddenly charged at an officer, resulting in him losing his balance and getting bitten on the arm.
Come here. Come here, mommy. Come here.
Enough. Get up. I don't.
How bad did that happen?
I'm emergent for now. Are you good? Negative. We pepper sprayed the dog, so I don't know how this is gonna go going forward. Tell me, you good?
Fuck, it's deep.
Is it?
It's deep. Oh shit. Oh no. Everyone thinks it's the fucking movies. Police do not carry tranquilizers. Animal control doesn't even carry fucking tranquilizers. No! The people who have tranquilizers are the ones that go after bears, and they don't even use them most of the fucking time. No! The Department of Fish and Wildlife is not the same as animal control. No, it's not. And animal control, the only way you're gonna get an animal tranquilized, or it's not tranquilized at that point, it's euthanized, and that's at the shelter. Like, there's nobody like walks around with fucking tranks.
Let me see. You want a tourniquet or you good?
No, it's not.
Where the hell is this thing?
I don't know. I think you right, sir?
Nope.
He grabbed a hold of my foot, and then I called.
Sir, let's not even try it anymore. Right now's the best. I got him pretty good.
Oh my God, dude, he got you. Oh my God.
Hey guys, skip.
I'm out. I'm gonna shoot it if it comes again.
I would too. I would at this point, I would too. It's injured a bystander. It's injured a police officer. At this point, I would just shoot it.
Don't let him do that.
Hey, sir, back up. Here. Well, it just bit him. We'll just have you back up. If it comes again, it's getting shot.
Oh, I don't shoot it. You're not gonna pull your gun on him.
If it comes like that, if it comes on him like that, it's getting shot.
Let me try it one more time.
No,
I'll take it in my own hands.
No, nope, we're not doing
Nope, you're done. You're done. I know. This is the thing. The people love dogs. I get it, but this dog has not been taken care of. This dog is out of control, and it's hurting people.
Why? You got something I can put on this?
Here, Joe, man, we got gauze in here.
Did you get road rash or?
No, he got bit.
Oh, I bit. Did you? I mean, yeah. I got hydrogen peroxide for you.
Ooh.
No, don't put that on. I got alcohol.
You okay, man? I should have shot it when it came on you.
Each officer has at least 15 different options to neutralize this dog. This is one of those situations where people go, oh my god, John Wick is gonna come after me because I shot a dog. Old Yeller needs to be taken out back. Sorry to me.
It's alright. I'm okay.
Where is it?
It's on the other side of the van. Here, just tear it open with me. I'll do it. Animal control on its way? There is no animal control. They assigned it to us.
They assigned it to them. The animal control fucking assigned it to the cops. Wow. The animal control is like, no, we're not dealing with this fucking thing. Nope.
Then I'll keep your eyes on him.
Go in the car.
Watch, don't shoot when he's up on there.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's a guy.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I don't think we should even be here, Joe, man. Dude, they got him good.
I think he should open up the back door while he's coming in the back door. Listen. I think he should open up the hatchback and let the dog go in the car and he jump out the front door. Dog, don't act like
Just
that.
push. You guys got gauze, sterile gauze. Yeah, we got stuff here. I'll let them mess with it. I appreciate it though. Thank you.
What do you think you got for real?
Dude, honestly, it can't be doing that. It can get shot, but the thing is, we're in
I'm not gonna shoot this. There's a guy at
I see
car.
that. I see that. I don't think we should even be out here with it.
It's cop for this? I don't know.
Well, I mean, we got it's on this dude's
We
car.
can try to tase it.
I know, but I mean,
Here comes the ambulance.
I don't know how that would work.
Direct them so they don't come at this dog.
Kill me. Never mind.
Scott, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, we could start blocking traffic. Why don't you go northbound here on Caledonia and just block off? Did it bite anyone else here?
It bit this gentleman behind us.
Why would you just tase him?
You got a lot of recommendations for not doing too much.
Wow.
You got a lot of recommendations for not doing too much.
Wow. Why wouldn't you fucking tase it? Listen, bitch. You can't control your own dog. You're afraid of your dog, and they're here because of you not being able to take care of your dog. Shut up.
Oh, you wait for another officer to get bit?
For not doing too much.
Oh, you wait for another officer to get bit? This is why I called you guys and nobody did nothing.
This is your dog, right?
Yeah.
Why are you blaming us for your dog?
Don't just ignore her.
This is ridiculous.
Stop. Stay there. Stop.
Come over this way. Yeah, go walk that way.
I can't believe she's doing that. I cannot believe it. She's literally blaming them for her dog being aggressive.
Atlas. Come here, baby. Atlas, come here.
That dog is like, fuck you, bitch. You're gonna kill me tomorrow. Fuck you. I'm not doing shit for you.
You're gonna need more than that, dude. He just destroyed freaking his arms. You know? I've sprayed it. So here's my plan. Right now, it died pretty hard when I sprayed it with the pepper spray. I've already got through one can.
Doing that, we come right up and over with a catch ball.
It's the only thing I'm worried about is that he's gonna slide really quick off this. So, Kato, come here. Come here. Get your pepper spray out.
You gotta remember, there's a passenger in that driver's car.
So
we just sprayed it. You just sprayed it.
Yeah, I know, but when I sprayed it, it went down pretty quick. So if I could leave you spray this thing, and then he could try to catch pull it, what do you think?
Terrible idea.
What do you think the plan is, though?
I think
that's a terrible idea. He's straight up. He's like, that's a terrible idea.
Well, I think our best bet is trying to tase it and then just getting on top of it and holding its head or something. Cause it bit Joming after you pepper sprayed it.
Huh? I know. Well, I mean, it was simultaneously. But
I know, but yeah, if we walk
so
up,
do you want to tase it right now?
We could try. Let's wait for command to get here and see what they say.
No, don't call it. Go back in the bar.
She's not going to listen to you.
Oh, now you guys think it'll
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. If there's someone else in the car, I don't want the dog in the car.
Well, no, I said he goes in one way and you goes
Yo,
opposite way.
I think we keep our distance for now. If it charges us again, dude, we can't take a bite from it.
No shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, we also have to do something. We can't just watch it all day.
Well, there's no
Look
there-
at the crowd we've developed.
I get that.
It's a very dynamic situation. We got a very large crowd, so we got to be very careful on what we do.
Can we just have you guys move this way just in case it does run this way again? I don't want anyone to get bit.
Come. Come here, Addie. Hey, come here. Come put it down. Atlas. Okay.
And then just hook her up to the leash. Do it fast. Do it fast. Good girl.
Okay, come on.
This bitch is dumb.
Just leave her be there. We'll get a rope to her.
Okay.
Put her on the fire hydrant.
Put it down.
Got her under control.
It's like, why couldn't she have done it?
We're telling him to. He's moving it.
Go.
Well, why would you do that? Risk me being attacked again.
Shut up.
Go.
Well, why would you do that? Risk me being attacked again.
Why are you being such a confrontational cow? Also, tasing the dog while just put it into berserker mode. And nobody wants that. Yeah, no, nobody wants berserker pitbull. No, thank you.
It's your dog.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Oh, wow. You know what, lady? How about you just go away? How about you just remove yourself from the situation? Because your help is fucking retarded. You're not helping at all. You're not, like, literally nothing you've done has helped.
We gotta take him to.
Yeah. So you leave with the dog.
Hey, careful.
They're gonna sit there like retarded.
Okay, are you gonna be cooperative at all or no?
I'm trying, but I can't.
We got the dog on a leash.
There he is.
Dog on a leash.
That dog's gonna get shot.
Guys, I'm on the other end.
Okay.
This is why. Let's see. I'll bet half the crowd. I love how the crowd is only here to stop them from shooting the dog. Or shooting a fucking dangerous animal who has attacked several people. Yep. Yep. Because God forbid you put an animal down when it's dangerous. I'm sorry. What do in nature? What do animals do to the dangerous animal? Or the sick animal, or the animal that's not acting quite right? They fucking put it down.
Just have her jump her in there. Get some shit away. Get some stuff out of the way.
No, hang on, back cage. In the back.
In the back. Just, yeah, aim back up.
Oh my god.
You're all right.
John, you okay?
It's down to the bone.
Where are first responders?
Down to the
While it was
bone.
being escorted to the animal control van,
Where are first responders?
They're right there.
while it was being escorted to the animal control van, it attacked the male bystander again.
Of course it did. Cause why would we not just shoot the dog?
Brown, you wanna? I don't know how this works. You wanna grab?
Hey, ow, ow, ow.
Just shoot the dog.
Should I just tase this thing or what?
Please, Case, I'm scared.
Open it. You gotta be wrap it up.
He's gonna use his eye on me up, so I'm next.
Could she just walk it home? Could she? If
He doesn't want to take it home.
Can she just walk it home? Really?
She's gonna get.
Okay, there we go.
Please come left. This is why we call the police, but they can't help me.
You can talk to her because she's the one that hates me.
Let someone talk with her. Let's get her information. We need rabies licensee.
Why don't you just?
I don't know where my
go to,
keys
we'll
are.
find them. They're somewhere out here.
Either fell.
We'll find them.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just.
Of course, it's the police's fault, right? It's the police's fault that your dog is out of control. That you couldn't handle it. Because, like, this is the problem. A lot of pit bulls, because of the way they've been bred, they just fucking snap.
Can you arrest her too?
I gotta go to the hospital. It's down to the bone. They said I need stitches, so. Yeah, I'm okay. Do you have any of that
I
information?
can't fucking breathe. No, because I called these police 5 fucking times to help me, and they told me no.
Can we get that one in there just so? I'm trying to. Hey, sir, I'm not yelling at you, okay? I understand. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying, can we just get this dog in there just to avoid any issues? That's it.
I want it back in the van.
Yes,
Yes.
Take it easy.
Here's your dog.
Trying to help you out.
Okay, help me out.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Come on, bud. How old is Atlas?
He is like a year and a half.
A year and a half.
He was set for euthanization tomorrow.
That's scary, dude.
You're lucky it just bit the elbow.
Yeah, one time you got bit?
It latched and then it shook.
Okay.
Oh, I got the pepper spray on my face. Can I say goodbye to him?
No. No, you cannot say goodbye.
Not the best idea.
Oh, we're not opening it.
That's all right. Tried. I actually got it in the snare. And then
I know.
How many, so you, him, and anyone else get bit?
a couple others said they got, one guy said he got bit in the shoe, but he said like didn't break skin or
I don't think
anything.
anyone else actually got like bit.
I don't even have my phone because I had to get out for emergency through my bedroom window. I had the pepper spray on my fucking eyes.
I had Trace like he was all nice.
No, shut the fuck up. Spray on my fucking eyes.
I had Trace like he was all nice.
No, shut the fuck up.
Lady, what the fuck? This is all your fault. I hate dog owners like this. I really do. Dog owners like this, I can't stand them. They get dogs that they can't handle. Then they get upset that they can't handle them. And then it's everybody else's fault that they couldn't handle the dog. And they get all butthurt and they get all upset. And it's just why couldn't I called the police, and then everyone and then people are trying to talk to them and, oh, shut the fuck up.
You want to go with them or you want to?
No, I got my two dogs in the truck. I got my own responsibility.
So the Humane Society will not touch it if it's in the truck. So we are responsible for taking it out and bringing it into the building. So that's my only next concern is it's in there, but now we have to take it out and we have to kennel it in there.
And I put Benadryl and steak in the steak to like see how I was gonna sedate him because nobody would help me. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck away.
Stop. Dude, this is your fault. They have a right to say something.
Help me. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck away.
Stop.
Excuse you.
What are you doing? How bad does it hurt?
Aches. I'm sure it's gonna hurt later, but adrenaline's the one right now.
Did you just try to catch pole it and it jumped or what?
Yeah, and it jumped and I caught it, but then when it like lunged, like the pole went into me and then I fell, and then it got out and then it came back.
I told them to help me. They wouldn't fucking help me and I ended up in a whole show.
Is it normal to be that color?
I told them to help me and they wouldn't help me. Well, that's because it's not their job. They're not animal control.
Yeah, it's turning a little purple. Got strength yet? I mean, it's tinkling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting...
It's kind of deep. You got a pretty good deep gout.
Yeah.
Go on in and sit down on the captain.
I find it funny because this is all coming back on the police.
How did he get off the leash? Like, how did he get out here?
He busts through my backyard fence. I didn't let him out. He didn't just like get loose. He busts through a 6-foot privacy fence and I'm over there mixing up Benadryl and dog food because I had to come out my bedroom window. I didn't have the keys or anything getting any other door. So I was mixing the shit up. They gave me steak there. I put it in the steak to try to see how the sedation was going to work for tomorrow. This could have all been prevented.
Deborah, let me just, before, like, you're talking to me right now. I just got on shift. I was not here for the entirety of all of your 911 calls. I don't know what happened beforehand, okay? I got here as soon as I could, and I was coming from the south side. I get that you're frustrated with us. I have to do my job and get information from you so that
I've already waited to talk to the captain.
Okay.
This is not going to end in your guys' favor.
Well...
This is not going to end in your guys' favor. How is it their fault? How is any of this their fault? I would really like to know how your inability to handle your animal is their fault.
It's probably not gonna end in your favor either.
Oh, wow. This is not going to end in you guys' favor.
Well, it's probably not gonna end in your favor either.
Oh, wow. This is fucking insane. I've asked for your guys' assistance.
Do you see how unreasonable it is to tell dispatch, hey, have an officer come here and shoot my dog?
It's not unreasonable. You see how unreasonable he is?
But it's your dog, right? It didn't.
That attacked me.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's your dog. Why do you have a dog that you can't handle? Why do you own a pit bull that you can't handle?
It attacked multiple people. Could it have been shot? Yes. Is that an ideal, justified outcome? Probably not.
Bill, I'm gonna need an attorney right now. They're putting this on me.
It is you. It's your dog.
It attacked multiple people. Could it have been shot? Yes. Is that an ideal, justified outcome? Probably not.
Bill, I'm gonna need an attorney right now. They're putting this on me when I begged and begged for help. Yeah, of course you are.
I'm not putting it on you, but you're putting it on me. I'm trying to ask you what happened. You're saying it's my fault I didn't get here sooner. I just started my
I
shift.
didn't say it was your fault.
Yeah, you did. You actually did.
I said it's La Crosse Police Department because I begged for the help on Saturday night when I climbed through my bedroom window. I asked for this help. Nobody helped me. Okay, I asked for this help today. Nobody helped me. Do you understand that?
You're gonna get yourself arrested if you don't calm the fuck down. In fact, I kind of hope you get arrested for, owning a dangerous animal.
Police also interviewed another victim who had been bitten prior to their arrival.
What did she give him?
A lot of Benadryl. It was over a whole pack of Benadryls. She gave him puppy chow and steaks from the bar. She fed him literally right outside the back door, and as soon as it started to hit him, that dog went ape shit. He started jumping up on the front door. Anybody that was coming by, he started going after it. I tried to put him on a leash to get him into a fenced yard for you guys. That did not go well for me.
Was the dog given something today?
Benadryl, 3 capsules to see how he would react to all the vets told me.
Okay. Because it looked like someone saw him, someone give the dog something, so it was Benadryl today?
I can't put Benadryl in bees to give to him because we're going to see how he reacts for 1:30 tomorrow. To try to sedate him because nobody could give me a tranquilizer. You couldn't help?
No, because they don't fucking hand out tranks, you moron. You know where the tranks are? At the vet's office. At the animal shelter. That's where they are. They don't fucking let them just wander out of the door. Holy crap.
Animal Patrol couldn't help. Nobody was helping me.
He come right at me, grabbed a hold of my foot. I went down. He got me right on the shoe.
That dog wasn't that bad until she started hitting him.
Was she hitting him?
Yeah. The dog was barking at the door wanting to get to her, but she
outside the bar?
Yes, outside the bar. And shoved the door against the dog and whacking him with him, kicking him, punching him. You can't do that, you're gonna rile him up. He's gonna get mad. He can't.
So she started it. She's abusing the dog, and then the dog attacked her. I fucking figured.
He came up to me, I walked up, and I came back. He ran up to me, wagging his tail all nice. He didn't even bite me. He licked me. And I was giving him treats.
Dude, I watched her poison this dog, and it made me feel sick to my stomach. I don't
get you.
I don't want to see this.
You're not the first one to tell me this one today.
She needs to be in trouble. This is wrong. This dog wouldn't be doing this.
She gave him something, apparently, and then he started, foaming out of the mouth because they were like, somebody come kill my dog, do this and that. And I'm like, why are you saying that? And then she was just saying, you to me and just a whole bunch of shit. I came up to the road, and he followed me right over here, and I gave him treats, dog treats, because I have my own dog. And he was licking me. He didn't bite me at all.
I told them all to stay away. They wouldn't listen to me. I know my dog. So he's running at me. I'm like, Atlas, and he come right back to me. I was telling
yeah, except he wouldn't come to you at all when you were calling him. This is making a lot more sense to me now. This is making a lot more sense to me now. Why is it that pit bulls are the most abused fucking dog? What is it with people that own pit bulls that they just I don't understand. Every single dog that I hear about obviously there are other dogs that are abused, but all the time I hear this pit bull is in a rescue because it was abused. It's like, why do people get pit bulls if all they're gonna do is fucking abuse them?
People get the f*** out of the way and they're sitting there like f***ing retards. I was screaming for all these people and they wouldn't. They just keep coming and dumb and have the window down.
I could go take a look. You said your fence was damaged?
Yeah. That's the only way you gotta
what's
come
that?
over here.
No, just don't. Hey, just wait right here. I'll go take a look.
They're gonna go check to see if the fence is damaged.
I'll go take a look at her fence. I'm not seeing anything.
Looks pretty secure to me.
Yeah, I think we should PBT her as well. I think she's pretty intoxicated.
Is it broken to me?
Yeah, I think we should PBT her as well. I think she's pretty intoxicated.
Is it broken? No.
Just had one more thing for you here, okay? Have you ever done a PBT before?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Cause I know it'll show that I'm fucking drunk. The cops are clearly not trained for animal control. No, they're not, but also she is definitely responsible for
The
this.
reason why I'm asking...
Who cares? I'm sitting here dealing with a stressful ass f***ing dog.
Well, just...
Why? What? Are you f***ing kidding me right now?
It's just for me to get a better understanding of the situation with,
I
with drinking.
refuse.
Okay, that's fine.
I got it from a breeder in Milwaukee.
As a puppy?
Yeah.
How was it as a puppy?
He's been fine.
While at the La Crosse County Humane Society, the dog continued to be hostile.
How do you, like, zip it down?
Hi, buddy.
I'm ready to go whenever you are, so. The more we wait, the more anxious he's going to get. And he's
Can I have your ECD? Grab one way, just in case.
Sorry, I get my hands full.
Good. Just do a small amount. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. It's okay.
I'm going to need you to not do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
Here, yeah, shut it. Back out. I don't like that.
I'm just gonna try to snag for the leash. Just a little, not a lot. You're good? Cool.
All right, nice job. All right, so that's...
Yeah, I know you didn't like that, but we're good. All right, so we gotta start.
Yeah, that's a good start. You got the first one, you got the second one. It's nice and slow. Nice and slow. All right. Get that catch pull in.
Let's try a little bit more. Oh, I am.
It's not the dog's fault. This is clearly a job for Tia Torres.
Big dog.
Poor puppy.
Aiden, hold it like this.
Come on. He's not gonna do it.
I could nudge it with my baton.
Come on.
Hey, pissed
No, I'm gonna try to pull more this way.
Well, so his foot.
Ow. That is all growling. That is all growling.
So he's got a hold of this, so I can't.
Oh, is it caught in his mouth?
Yeah, so he bit it, so close it. There, let it go. Alright, just a little bit, not a lot. There you go, close it. You're fine. There you go.
Sounds like a fucking hellhound. That dog sounds like a goddamn hellhound. Holy shit. What the fuck?
I like how this is going.
If we give you a treat, is that gonna just relax you?
No.
I'm gonna make a phone call, guys. Just make sure it's locked.
In response, it received multiple doses of sedative before they could safely remove it from the kennel.
Multiple doses of sedative. That is crazy. What did she give this dog?
Okay.
I know.
So he's probably got that needle in?
He does have that needle in his mouth. Why would you bite that?
He bit the needle. Jesus. This poor dog has been through the ringer.
You got him.
Not a little bit, so we'll see what it does.
Well, we didn't want that part of the pole.
There you go.
And then you guys all know
doing the stretcher then?
to be cautious when you're pulling on this, not to release.
Sure doesn't
it.
release, yes. So now, are we doing the stretcher then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could potentially just be cautious.
His eyes are open.
Yeah, he's not.
Is that normal?
He's not.
Alright, nice.
Alright.
Alright.
Somebody wanna hold
You wanna, once it gets on, you wanna take the other back end? Push it forward, Paul. Take that feather off. No.
Yeah.
So Paul, you just want to grab the stretcher now? Help out.
Whichever way we go. I'll send first. I got it.
It was confirmed that the dog had a valid rabies vaccine, but lacked a city license, resulting in citations for the dog license and dog at large. Police contacted the veterinary clinic treating the pit bull, where the doctor knew of its behavioral issues and advised the owner to euthanize it over a year ago because of its violence.
Oh, wow. Wow. So the dog, the dog should have been euthanized like 12 months ago. Is she gonna get any citations for that?
In the end, due to the pit bull's aggressive behavior and the injuries it inflicted on multiple people, the dog was euthanized by the Humane Society
Aww.
staff. The officer who was bitten was transported to the hospital for treatment of his injuries. The male bystander who was bitten twice drove himself to the hospital for further medical evaluation.
Poor puppy. What a horrible dog owner. I hate people like that. Oh my goodness gracious. We have reached the 2-hour, 30-minute mark, guys. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves with today's coffee stream. I wanted us to have a question period, but we didn't have any of that. But tonight, I will be back for Friday Night Fights. I'll be doing some more training for next Saturday's tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed today's coffee stream and that you will join me tonight for the combat hour. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday afternoon, and I will see you tonight. Goodbye, everybody.